Welcome to another edition of Talk of the Town, brought to you by Royal Examiner, which is a part of National Media Services, where you can get just about anything done with your business needs. Happy today to welcome in Smith Osina, Habitat for Humanity's first employee after 40 years in Warren County. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, you are well known in this community and well loved.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
And you have taken on a new role.
I have started now for first ever. The Warren County Habitat for Humanity has been run for years and years now by their volunteers, and very, very effective, but they wanted to grow some. And so they looked into the possibility of picking up a staff member, and I was lucky enough to interview with them, and they thought it sounded like a good deal. So here we are together trying to launch some new programs.
Let's talk about launching a new program. That's always an undertaking, and you've hit the ground running.
Well, we have, and again, Warren County Habitat, like every other habitat, is responsible for building homes. They've built 14 in the years they've been around. That, however, only impacts one family. As important as it is to that family, it is a pretty big deal to build a house. So when we first arrived, one of the things we were thinking is, how can we reach more people here in the community? And so we started on this concept of home repair. And we discovered, much to our surprise and probably good timing wise, there was really no other agency any longer doing any home repair for folks that were of low to middle income. And so it seems to us like a natural. So we've been struggling here since the first of the year to try to get all the paperwork launched. We have our first 3 projects scheduled to begin fairly shortly.
That is really cool news, but why is there such a need for the home repair in this community as opposed to some other communities where you see a lot of home builds?
Well, you do see here in our county, just keep in mind it's the rental issue, and I'm sure everybody's been through this before, but having been involved in the community for more than 10 years now, I've known for a very long time that we have a rental issue here. Rent is expensive, it's difficult to find, it has all the aspects of a problem particularly for older people. So the concept here was, can we please allow these folks who maybe just need a little bit of extra assistance to stay in their homes? It's a win-win for so many people. For the county and the town, they continue to get their taxes. For older folks who are not inclined to want to move anywhere, they get to stay in their homes. And Habitat then gets to involve 10 to 20 times more people in its day process than it would if it simply chose, as it's done in the past, one home and built that home. Now, we will continue to build. We're going to be looking right now, we're looking for a new lot to start our newest project. The last one ended in May of last year. So we will be building, but we are now also actively searching, which is a good reason why I'm here, for folks that would fit our category, if you will, in needing home repairs, essential home repairs to stay where they are and stay comfortable. That's our goal.
So as you're searching for potential clients, what would the criteria be?
Well, basic criteria, and again, everything is stated on our website in case you're not taking notes out there, which you might be. But first, you must have lived in Warren County for a year. That's a basic requirement. Most of our folks, I'm sure, have lived here for quite some time, but you need to own your own house for obvious reasons. And then you need to have an income, a steady income, between 30 and 60% of the median income in Warren County. We have a chart on our website, so you can look that up fairly quickly without having to do the math. But if you qualify, what happens, or what can happen, is you go to our website, send an application in. I need assistance for insulation, I have a bad front door, and we have safety issues are obviously important to us. Weatherization type issues are important to us. And if you are able to provide that information and you have an income, a fairly steady income, you can then contract with Warren County Habitat to come and do these repairs. And it will be a no-interest process. It's very much the way houses are done with Warren County Habitat. We'll have a team come in. Some will be volunteer, some will be professional. They'll come and do the work for you. And we will then develop a promissory note process where you'll be able to pay back with no interest just the cost of the materials, which is a typical Warren County habitat. We never charge for labor. Even if labor is needed, specialized labor is needed, we won't charge, we'll charge for materials only. And then we'll go back to the homeowner and say, well, what's your comfort level in terms of a monthly payback? And we'll set that up, and then those materials, those things can be completed. You could be saving money, I would hope, especially if you're looking at safety and security, things like new doors, new windows, things. Those are the kinds of things we'd like to be able to help families out with immediately. And of course, most people can't go to your local contractor and say, would you give me a no-interest loan and make it as low as possible monthly payment-wise, because I don't have much. That's our role.
Well, that sounds like a blessing for folks who have a need. And you've mentioned the website a couple of times. What is that website?
That is www.warrencountyhabitat.org. Look us up, and we do have our applications. Both applications are on the website, one for the new home, and we will be looking for a new home family here soon. And then one is for home repair. So if you think you might have an interest in the home repair and you might qualify, all that material is right there. You can click on that and electronically send us in an application. As I said, we currently have 3 that have been approved, and we'll be getting started probably, we're hopeful, by the end of the month with those projects. And as we grow, we hope to do bigger and bigger projects. That's the plan.
Wonderful. But speaking of having 3 in the basket, so to speak, you need folks to go out and do work. So you are also looking for some awesome volunteers.
And we are, and I have been amazed since I've been here. And again, I've only been here now for about 5 months. I have gotten many, many volunteers without them even being aware we're doing this. And so I am, I am quite sure Habitat's name is well known out there. This should be good news to a lot of folks out there who I know want to volunteer, but who may be limited in terms of what it is we're doing. We're going to need quite a few volunteers. They can be amateurs, they can be professionals. We love both. We have need for everyone. And if you want to be involved, again, on that same website, there's a little spot that says, would you like to volunteer? And so you can send us your basic information. You don't have to have any skills other than just a passion for helping people. But if you do, please list those skills. We will certainly put them to good use.
Well, that is certainly good information to know. Do you ever have need for, I know sometimes folks will say, well, I can't even drive a nail, I can't do that, but maybe you can paint.
Absolutely. Painting in particular, we will be launching a program that is nationwide in Habitat called A Brush with Kindness, which is where we'll go in and pick a community, pick an area in Warren County, hopefully a block, and we'll go in there and just do a major paint job.
That sounds like fun.
It's going to be fun. I'm hoping that folks have a little ingenuity, and maybe we could, do colors or something like that. That'd be kind of nice. But we will be doing that, and so we will be in need of painters, and I will tell you that's about my only skill other than being an administrator. I can paint. I can't really do much with a hammer, but I can paint. And so there'll be a need for all kinds of volunteers, and that's coming up shortly too. So if you have any interest in volunteering, go to the website if you can, fill out our little form. I have had a number of people already email us, and I've just been saying, hold back, I know we're going to get started here soon. It's that getting started part that kind of slows us down, but we're very, very close now. As I said, within, I think, 30 days of actually starting these repairs. I would encourage anybody out there looking who thinks they might have a need for repair, stay in your home. I mean, we know if you lose your home, where are you going to go? I mean, we already know the issues with rental are humongous. I mean, they're very difficult here. New properties, that's a tough thing for some of us older people. And in general, it's kind of nice to stay where you've been for a while. So if we can come in and do some simple things for safety and security for you, please consider doing that. Take a look at that website, see if you qualify. If you have any problems with it, give us a call at the office. The phone number there is 540-551-3232, and we now have office coverage Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5. So give us a call, and we can get back with you and tell you whether you'd qualify and see if that's something we might be able to do for you.
Okay, and I know there are other ways to help. Some folks say, well, painting might sound like fun to you, but it's terrible for me. But I can write a check.
Yes.
How can folks donate to Habitat for Humanity?
Well, about any way they'd like to donate
We'd like to hear
we'd
that.
like to hear that. We right now on the website we have both PayPal and Amazon Smile.
Oh.
Please join us with Amazon Smile. If you're not familiar with it, that's a place where when you shop, Amazon will give a percentage to the agency. We are now listed with them. So if you're an Amazon nut, go on Amazon, choose us for Amazon Smile. We also have PayPal up there, so you can go in direction that way. We're also going to get ready to launch here very shortly a monthly donor campaign.
Oh, okay.
And so that's kind of like building a house for someone on a monthly basis. If you're able to do that kind of thing, that would be tremendously helpful. We're also on the lookout for any grants, any programs that might assist us with particularly this particular audience, which is the older individual in the county who owns their home but may have some struggles staying there.
Okay.
That's where we're going to focus first, I think.
Okay. Now, I do know, and I'm not sure how it trickles down locally, but I know that my husband and I, over the years, have given a couple of vehicles.
Cars for Homes, yes. There is a new program for Habitat International, and we actually I just got notice, 3 of our local people have done that.
Wonderful.
And provided more than $700 of income just by donating their vehicle to Habitat. So we do have a Cars for Homes program.
Okay.
We take those cars and we sell those cars, and then the funding is returned. We don't give cars to people.
Right.
We simply take those cars and we will then sell the cars, materials. The money from that will then go into these projects, and hopefully, particularly for people who are unable to be able to afford a repair, we'd like to develop a program where we could give a scholarship or two to individuals who simply can't afford repair, but who could stay in their home if they had some critical repairs done.
And let's tell folks one more good thing about Habitat that generates money, at least on a national level. The restores. They're a wonderful resource, and I know there's one in Warrenton and one in Winchester.
Our closest one is in Winchester. The largest one in the state, I'm told, is in Manassas.
Manassas.
So, but we do have one at Winchester. That's a restore, and it's also another good thing to mention. We now have our own official storage facility, which we have not had in the past. And so if you have anything out there that you would like to donate to Habitat that has anything to do with construction, please consider us. We are a 501c3, so you will get your credit, your tax deduction for the material. Right now, in the basement of our office, we have a brand new exterior door and some other things. And if you have something sitting there that you can't use, but that might be available for someone else, obviously we'd love to have free things, but I mean new things. That'd be great. Let us know, because we now have facilities to store them in, and we'd be more than happy to accept any donations that you might have out there that may help us build the next house. So
there are a number of ways that we've outlined that folks can help. There's information on the website about helping. There's information on your website about signing up if you need help.
Right.
Anything else that you'd like to share with us before we close?
If you have any questions at all about what's going on with Habitat, most people, when you say Habitat, they sort of kind of know the concept. But each Habitat is different, and here we are in our own county really rocking and rolling to some brand new ideas. So if nothing else, give me a call in the office. Give one of our volunteers a call. They're listed also there. And just ask, hey, what's Habitat doing and how can I get involved?
Sounds like
love to have you.
A good plan. Thank you so much for stopping by. We look forward to hearing more.
Thank you very much. I hope I am invited back. That'd be great. We'll keep you posted as to what's going on. As soon as we start our next build, we'll be back in and letting everybody know where we're going to be. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That was Smith Osina, and that wraps up this edition of Talk of the Town.